folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Lubbock, Texas, and the home field of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last season's national champions, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Aggies will kick this away to get us going here. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Tackled there by the defense.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Red Raiders are looking to keep this drive going.
Here we go, here we go.
Moves out of the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. And he'll finally step out of bounds after a massive gain. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies and provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Gets past the 35. Breaking free at midfield. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Well, when you have a big gain like this, a few things have to happen. You've got to be able to seal the edge to give the running back enough room to become an instinctive runner, but also the wide receiver's willingness to be blockers. Outstanding by the entire group.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Short pass finds the tight end. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. To throw, it's Russell. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wrapped down the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Going absolutely nowhere. Awesome. They run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. We should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field, so let's check this out. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Breaks into the clear. The 30. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Great connection for 6 points.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return begins inside the 10. But he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. And they tried the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play fake, looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that 1st down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Short throw to the back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. A quarter out left, complete. That gain moves the ball to the 17, 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 1, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the 1st quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this 3rd down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Aggies will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down. On the run, it's Lacey. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Let's see if this score, Kirk, can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start on the 25. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to a 39.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
27, jump.
QB keeper all the way. Now here he goes. At the 20. Crosses the 10. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the 2nd down play.
Let's go.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Looks like he's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
Takes the low and heads to the left side. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
They look to throw it here on second down. Nice grab. It's Williams. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Looking to throw. It's Russell. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And it's incomplete. Should have been intercepted. You don't see him make a mistake like that too often.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To the air. It's Johnson. Caught in the backfield. It's Junior. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Red Raiders come up for the line in a hurry-up.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. A completion sets up a second down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He keeps it on a design run. He gets loose. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
What a weapon this quarterback is. He can throw the football. We know he can run. But with this kind of speed, he doesn't just take off. He can pick up big chunks of yards like this here.
And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not.
Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Makes the catch. It's Joyner. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Quick completion to the tight end. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Too much speed in that play. And a touchdown to the big tight end. You're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out in the perimeter makes this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
Bringing it out, it's Williams. And he gave it a shot, but should have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted at the 19. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. And the back now goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Back to pass. It's Russell. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The receiver makes the catch. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, looking to throw it. Lets it go quickly. That one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. He's been shredding his defense with his scrambles today. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense.
Okay, ready? Direction.
Back to throw. It's Johnson. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the return steps out the muck football right there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Using his legs here. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Wideouts now clustered. Hand off with a single back. Breaks free. He's in the clear. Finally brought down all the way at the 6-yard line. Puts him in great scoring position. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Play action, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made on the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they feature the fullback as a receiver there, Kirk, but the defense was not fooled. They're all over.
I like the idea of trying to change it up and get the ball to the fullback because he doesn't get his hands on it very often. But as you said, the defense all over them, not fooled at all, and the result is a loss of yardage.
Job of the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline, try to adjust. It's their first timeout. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Back to pass. It's Russell. He's got it near the end zone. Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's 4th down. it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Backed up at the one, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks an open space. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Looks to the left, pass caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Junior. You move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now, 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. He's going to pull it down and run. He's got a first down and more. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. And the Red Raiders move into the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. It's going to be a loss on the play. 4 set of bounds. Great play by the defense.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Texas Tech. A long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Return starts from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's out of bounds here on the return. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. It's a run to the left. 0 running rate. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kurt, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about right there. And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. As the first down is still going. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. We'll get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Important second down play coming up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking to pass. It's Russell. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Blown coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
Extra point try coming now. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Boy, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Run quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Red Raiders offense is on the move now. Scanning the field, it's Johnson. Grab near the sticks, it's Joyner. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. The Red Raiders looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Working clock with the ground game. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The Red Raiders will line up on 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Grab behind the line. It's Junior. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looking to scramble. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are two different things.
Went after, up and good. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out on the field. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? He escapes the pocket. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? To throw. It's Russell. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return. The pick ends that grab.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Joyner. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught behind the line. It's Junior. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Moves left out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Hands off to the left. Breaks into the clear.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. But we'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Getting a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Heading left after the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first half, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Bringing pressure. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris.